So guys, we're back with another video. How we all doing? I don't know what I'm doing. So guys, how we all doing? I hope you have had a nice week, a nice day. Hope you're enjoying yourself. And as the title suggests, I have a Blu-ray 4K here, which is actually all the way from Italy, which is my first import that I've bought off somewhere in like that region. I bought some stuff from America, but this has come all the way from Italy because I wanted to order this release, but HMV do that thing where they take the money off you instantly, and well, I've been told that they don't, but every time I try and order it, they do. So I don't know why specifically it is. But anyway, yeah, this has come all the way from Italy. And yeah, I'm very excited to open this up. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get it done. I can't show you the other side because it's got the address still on it. So that did not come off as smoothly as possible, but you know, these things happen. So, there it is. Ooh, very nice. The 4K Steelbook of Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, which yeah. I can't read you the special features on the back because they're all in Italian and I don't speak Italian. But I'm glad that the side actually says Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire in English, which is quite nice so it doesn't stand out too much. But yeah, no, there we go. Very nice. It's a very nice steelbook actually. So yeah, we'll crack this open. The film itself, I've seen it twice in the cinema. And I must say, it's not my favourite. It's probably my least favourite of all of these films, surprisingly, which is quite annoying. But this steelbook is quite nice, to be fair. So if I remove the J card slowly, and I'll give you a proper unboxing. That's not what I expected what was going to be on the back. So there you go. There's the design on there. I quite like that, to be fair, with the crystals and obviously Kong with his power glove and Godzilla looking fabulous in pink there, and then what's his face, I can't remember his name, but the little guy, I didn't realise he was going to be on the back. That's funny. Oh, even all the text on here is English as well, which is quite nice. Yeah. Ooh, okay, big fan of this. So okay, the discs are do have Italian on them, but look at that. They've not done this before, I don't think. But those are really nice. You've got Kong on one and you've got Godzilla on the other. I like that. I really like that. Okay, I'm really happy with that. That's so cool. I know they're just coloured discs, but I'm glad that they have art on them as well. And don't normally get these coloured discs. Okay, that's really cool. Okay, I'm a big fan of that. Oh, actually, as well, on the inside, there you go. Lovely. Oh, big fan of that. Oh, I really like that. Okay. Yeah, that's really nice. Actually, okay, I'm quite happy with this release so far. The physical contents that are right here, very, very happy with that. Very nice. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous, actually. Okay, yeah, big fan of that. And there it is with the discs on the inside as well. But that's very nice. Look at that. Okay, big fan of this steelbook, I must admit. Really like the inside. But yeah, I'm gonna go slam this in the player, and I'm gonna watch the film, see what the 4K is like, see what the mixing of the sound is like, and yeah, and I'll come back and I'll talk about the 4K and the film. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. I've just finished watching Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire on this 4K release. So what do I think of the film? Yeah, I still stand by this. This is my least favourite of the Godzilla MonsterVerse movies. it's probably, it goes back to that age-old problem with, there's too much human stuff in this one compared to the monster action, whereas normally the monster actions are long sequences, whereas everything in this feels so rushed. I feel there's a big pacing issue in this movie. Like, I feel like maybe if you had an extra half an hour to breathe, have some extra time to expand on things, because there's loads of exploration dumps, and just like, example, Tiamat, one of the new Titans who's never been seen before in the movies, has to have this massive information dump, and then the characters who are near the location just keep telling you what's happening, and it's just, there's too much of that. There's too much of you telling you something, you start seeing it, then it cuts to the next thing, and then the cycle repeats. And it's really annoying. It's really repetitive. There are some good moments in this movie that I do enjoy. Example, I really enjoy, like, any time that Kong is just it's no dialogue or anything like that. I really enjoy that with all the apes. But then, saying that, I like the ape plot. I know it's basically just Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, but with Kong. Um, it takes so long to finally get there. Scar King, the main villain of this movie, doesn't arrive on screen until an hour and 4 minutes in, and this movie is an hour and 54 minutes, and it's like, it's just, why does it take so long? It's just, oh. And I think I really like him. I really like his design. I really like this sort of swagger that he has about him. He's very cocky, very nimble, very, compared to like Kong, who's a big like hulking tank, like a good counterpart, which is really cool. But yeah, no, it just takes too long to get there. And again, there's just not enough in it in this movie. And again, Godzilla in this movie, he's got it's, as you know, it's Godzilla X Kong. Godzilla is just a side plot in this movie. It's literally just him doing, not like, he's charging up for something. It's just the humans going, he's pissed off and we don't know why. And it's just like, we already did this. Godzilla versus Kong, like, he's just doing the same thing again. With this 4K transfer as well, like, I also noticed this in the cinema as well, just, it's, the CGI in some places is just looking really, really noticeable. Like, I don't mind like him doing the ridiculous jumps and all that. I'm used to that with the Showa era films, and this feels, that's what I think this really reminds me of, is a Showa era film. But saying that, I think all of that reminds me, ridiculous monster battles with too much human stuff going on, and then yeah, it's just, oh, I don't know. It really doesn't click with me, and it seems to quite annoy me in a lot of places as well, which is a real shame. You'd think, for someone who's a massive Godzilla fan, like, I know these are, like, I know I have a poster for it on the wall, and this is for the '98 one, but as you know, I'm a massive Godzilla fan. You think this would be like my top movie of this year, but it really isn't. I don't even know if it's in the top 3 or the top 5 at the moment. Like, it has really disappointed me the more I watched it. But like I said, there are some great moments in here, like I said, all the stuff with, like, when we get the initial, actually, into the Scar King's lair, and we get to see all the different apes and how Kong reacts to that, and the relationship Kong has with the little fella on here. I quite enjoy all those moments. I think they're really good, because we're not being over explained to like we're fucking idiots. Like, you know, I think this movie really talks down to the audience in a lot of ways, and it's just like, and that's what the problem is when you're trying to do so much in such a short amount of time. It's just rush, 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 and that really annoys me. Yeah, unfortunately, not the biggest fan. I give it about a 3 out of 5. I enjoy it for the most part, and I think it's watchable. But yeah, it's my least favorite of all of the MonsterVerse films we've had so far. The 4K transfer. Now, I've got a big gripe with this as well. I'm going to say, on the sound wise, I think the sound was consistently very good, because normally the dialogue on a lot of films recently on 4K and Blu-ray, like, the sound is really, like, this dialogue is really quiet, and then all the action sequences are peaking all the way through. Whereas this, I think, has a nice consistent sounds throughout all of it, which was quite nice, to be fair. But the transfer, it looks so overexposed. Like, the whites are fucking ridiculous. Like, I thought I was going a bit crazy, where, you know, the young lady who's like part of the Iwi tribe. She was in the last one. Kaylee Holtel was Gia. When she's in the school for the first time, I thought to myself I was going a bit crazy. I thought the whites were a bit much, because I could really see it on like people's beards and coffee. And then we get to the when we see Gia at school, and it's so overexposed. Like you can see the grain so ridiculously, and I'm like, this is a digital movie. Like it's on a digital, like film or digital camera. I didn't realize that grain, like obviously grain comes up when the camera feels really overexposed, and that's what I feel like this is. It was so overexposed, and it really took it out of it. Because there was some beautiful moments later in the film, like again where Kong and little guy were sitting having that food, like when they're eating that sequence. Like there was a beautiful shot in the background, but it was ruined by the little bits of white in the background, because then you could see the grain popping through, so it looked like an inconsistent picture quality. And that's what I think was wrong with this whole transfer, was it felt very inconsistent. Like there was some really lovely crisp shots, and then there was some really just grainy, washed out, overexposed shots, and it was really taking me out of the movie, I must admit. I think it looked better in the cinema than it did on this 4K transfer. I don't know if anyone else has had this with this movie, but I personally, that's how I think. And I was fiddling with the settings, like, and no, it was just very noticeable on every single setting that I played with and saw with on my TV. And like I've had movies from the last 2 years that don't have this problem, so I think it's just with this film, which is a shame because yeah, it takes me out of it a little bit more. Also, something I actually really enjoyed about this movie, it was Brian uh, Terry Henry who plays Benny in this movie. I think he really carries the human element personally. Uh, there was a lot of scenes with the human stuff which I thought was a bit unbearable, but him on camera he was great throughout this. He was great in the last one, but he was more of a side plot, whereas this he's got more of a prominent role, and I think he was really good. And his relationship with Dan Stevens, who plays the character Trapper, who's like the Ace Ventura knockoff guy, he was really good as well. I think they had really good chemistry, and I really did enjoy this. Yeah, overall, not too much of a fan of the human stuff in this movie. So yeah, probably say this about 3 out of 5 on the review itself. The 4K transfer, probably about 2.5 out of 5. Really, not really a massive fan of what they've done with this release. But the Steelbook itself, I'm going to give it 4 personally. I quite like this. I do quite like the release itself, but overall, yeah, not one of the greatest movies I've seen this year, but I did want to do an unboxing for this and give you my thoughts, because I'm a big Godzilla fan, and I did do it for the last, when I got the big 4K box. Remember when I got this big old boy from Zavi? All the transfers on there. But yeah, I wonder if they'll do another. I'm guessing they're going to do another one of these to include this one. Yeah, I'm assuming they're going to do another one of these to fit this in, but I won't be buying that because I'm happy with this. Because as you know, I've got all the Steelbooks individually, and I'll be keeping them like that. But yeah, guys, that was my review and unboxing of the Godzilla x Kong Steelbook and film review. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoy this movie. Let me know if you've got the same problems with the 4K transfer that I do. But yeah, that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Arrow video collection coming next. So stick around for that. Got another 4K review in the works as well. So yeah, have a great day. I'm going to fucking bed because I'm knackered. So yeah, have a good one, guys. Sleep well. Peace out. Bye.